Hi everyone, I'm Michelangelo. Welcome to episode 378. This is the continuation of what was written on Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. Today is Saturday, May 28, 2022. So in a couple of days it will be this. Pretty much I wrote this about a year ago. When I'm reading this, I remember this like it wasn't so long ago. So 1 year can pass really quickly, as we all know. And I didn't have a pond a year ago. I wasn't living here a year ago. I was living right on the beach. I was living even closer to the beach. But now I purchased this place, so that's a whole different new beginning. That's a whole new beginning. That's a whole new big beginning. Maybe bigger or as big as when I arrived in Costa Rica, and it was a new beginning to steward land. Huge leap for me. Always being anti-ownership and purchasing, so that this marks a beginning so I can have a stage and a place more concrete to come into my new way of being a teacher, of helping to create events and workshops and circles to help remind people, as they continue to remind me, Sangha, conscious community, where we remind each other, one another, of the realness and reality with a capital R, and one that we don't own anything, that we are temporarily in the body, that we are not our body, that we are not our mind, that we are one, that we are we. And so, appropriately, episode 378 starts by saying, today marks a new beginning. As you guessed it, your actual new beginning has yet to begin. And yet, once again, I have offered you a sort of preview. So this was, I think, 2 days before actually leaving for a visa run to Panama. And then, so my new beginning felt like it would start. Look, can we get, no, almost, but not, oh, but we can do this, can't we? Look at these beautiful flowers. Look at these beautiful flowers. This actually does smell of ginger. And the chayote in the back. But that's not the flower I was going to show you, right? Let's do it. Let's have a different angle. Why not? Why not have a different angle? This is my other angle. And so, I'm going to show you my favorite flower soon. And so, yeah, my new beginning was going to start when I was going to come back from Panama, which was going to be, I was going to leave maybe in 1 or 2 days. And instead, and I still had my prayer of wanting to move from where I was living. And instead, like 2 or 3 days right before, 2 or 3 days before going for my Panama visa run, I found a new apartment right next door to where I was, right next door to someone, still directly, literally on the beach. And so that's what this is about. That's what this is about. We could have waited a few more days before having you discover and move into your new place, but you already knew it was time. This is why you feel it completely. You know that it is here, and yet you are still feeling a little jittery and even unsettled. Settled in the unsettlement is a fine place to be as a human, because this is an indication that you have risen and that you are soaring. Right now, you are soaring. Feel it. Acknowledge it. You are so well that you don't even realize how well you are doing, precisely because it is so obvious and second nature to you. Remind yourself that this is not how most people assimilate and integrate these types of extreme life transitions. You stay vulnerable. You stay open, and yet you continue, you move forward. You know that you know. That is the only real main difference. You know, and you know that you know. You know that there is only love. And you live it. You don't just believe it, you live it as though it is the only way to live. And you are constantly surprised when others do not, because for you, there could not be a different way to live. But they do not see what you see because they do not know what you know. Remind yourself of this. Always remember this when dealing with others and you are starting to feel frustrated. They do not know what you know. They do not see what you see. And be grateful as you are that you see what you see and that you know what you know. You know. And that is the power that you possess. It is not easy. It is not often easy to bridge this with others, but at least you know. When all else fails, you know, and knowing is what makes all the difference. Knowing is what calls you to these conversations. Knowing is what calls you to share these conversations, and knowing is what brings you to trust that I am the doer. You are not. You are only the observer. So when you write to me, write as the observer and not as the doer. Remember this when you feel stuck. I will take care of the rest, and I am very glad that you finally recorded another video. Continue to record. This will help you to realign even more deeply and even more with even more clarity and security. Continue, continue, continue. Write and post, and I will take care of the rest. I love you more than your mind will ever allow you to believe. Infinity, infinitely infinite. I like that actually, even backwards. When I was writing this is what I thought. So infinite, infinitely infinity. Infinite, infinitely infinity. Infinity, infinitely infinite. Yes, as in the opposite of finite. We are just getting started. I am here for you now and in those moments when you are a bit nervous, as you are tonight, even while you trust very deeply. Remind yourself even more so that I am here right by your side and that I am taking care of you. You are taken care of. You are taken care of. I am taking care of you. I am taking care of you. Let me take care of you even more. Let me take care of you. That is my purpose. You cannot live yours fully if you do not allow me to take care of you fully. Let me take care of you more. I love you. I love you. I love you. Take it in. Breathe it in because it is. It is because it is. Nothing else is. Only this is. Only I can love you like this because I am love. Let me be love so that you can be loved, so that you can remember that you are love. I love you, and so are you. Wow. I love you more than your mind. I love you more than your mind will ever allow you to believe. That just sums it up. But that whole paragraph there, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reread as episode 379, what we just read, to make it, to emphasize it as it's all there. Let's get out of the way of God so that God can take care of us, so that God can love us, because God is love. And so what that means is that we remember that we are love. And then we align naturally with our purpose here on earth. I love you. I'll see you in episode 379.